Bumblebee changes could save Transformers, and lead to an Optimus Prime movie. This little plastic toy could be the thing that saves the Transformers. The upcoming Bumblebee film is radically changing the look and feel of this saga about shape-shifting alien robots, drawing inspiration from the humble 1980s Hasbro toy and cartoon and aiming for more heart than bombast. It's such an extreme shift that there's a genuine uncertainty whether the fans who made the Rock'em Sock'em Michael Bay movies a multi-billion-dollar phenomenon will be on board. But producer Lorenzo Di Bonaventura, who has shepherded the Transformers franchise since the first live-action movie in 2007, says the bigger danger was keeping things the same. If you don't change up, you're also taking a risk, Di Bonaventura tells you in a new interview outlining how Bumblebee is scrapping the Transformers model in order to save the series. It's one of those things where there is no simple answer. You're taking a risk no matter what you do when you make a big expensive movie, so why not change the formula completely and really hang in there? If Bumblebee succeeds, it will not only rejuvenate a beloved but beleaguered franchise, and it could also open the door for other standalone movies, including an Optimus Prime film. After more than a decade in which the filmmakers feared the colossal robots might not be relatable enough on their own, the Transformers are getting more personality. And they're finally becoming the stars of their own films. Each time Paramount Pictures turned on the Transformers movie-making apparatus, it generated around $1 billion in global box office. Often more. For over a decade, the films about the endless war between Autobots and Decepticons rampaged through summer multiplexes, fueled by years of nostalgia and an enduring desire among summertime moviegoers to see things blow up on the 4th of July weekend. The barbs of critics were knocked aside like puny arrows against the iron hull of these behemoths. Then, last year, the Transformers films abruptly ran out of energon. The fifth movie in the series, The Last Knight, earned only $605 million worldwide, still a big number, but about half what each of the previous two films earned. And given what it costs to make and market one of these films, an estimated $350 million, that shrinking profit margin was cause for concern. The fifth one was definitely down, Di Bonaventura says. The audience looks for something new at some point in time, but it's so hard to judge when. I think the lesson was, after the fourth movie, that was the when. But we didn't see the fatigue. We didn't see the signs that they wanted us to change up how we were presenting it. But the Transformers brain trust was feeling it themselves. The Last Knight went into production with no end in sight to the Bay movies, except the filmmaker's repeated claim that nearly every installment was his last, but Di Bonaventura and his team were already exploring a way to broaden the cinematic universe. We were headed down the Bumblebee path well before the release of the last Transformers, he says. We had felt that with the fifth movie, we had sort of run out of room with where to take it. They decided to go back in time. To the 1980s. That's when the Transformers, at least as we know them, were born. Okay, here's the short history for those who don't know it. Japanese toy maker Takara had created a series of toys that could change shape from everyday objects, cars, trucks, jets, a cassette tape player, and, yikes, a silver handgun, into blocky robots. American toy maker Hasbro thought these were amazing, so they licensed the brand and teamed up with writers from Marvel Comics to give the toys a story and some individual personalities. The toys hit American shelves in 1984. There were the heroic Autobots and the evil Decepticons, battling through the galaxy in search of resources, but there was also standout figures to either love or hate. The gun turned into the megalomaniacal villain Megatron, the tape player became his monotone henchman Soundwave. The heroes were led by tractor-trailer Optimus Prime, whose most loyal soldier was a little yellow Volkswagen Beetle named Bumblebee. Let's put it into Kill a Mockingbird terms. Optimus was Atticus Finch, and Bumblebee was his child Scout. When Bay developed his 2007 live-action film, he made Bumblebee a Camaro,